Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well, keeping safe. So today's topic here is the spaciousness as a door to inner refuge, connecting with one's inner nirmanakaya, the quality to manifest. So this is the part of the previous teaching that I have done. So on October 19th, we did a stillness as a door to inner refuge, entering in Dharmakaya. And then November 17th, we did a silence as a door to inner refuge, entering into the Sambhogakaya. Now today, spaciousness as a door to inner refuge, entering into nirmanakaya. So basically, the stillness as a door to Dharmakaya, silence as a door to Sambhogakaya, spaciousness as a door to nirmanakaya. And but they are all stillness, silence, spaciousness. They are all door to inner refuge. So as many of you who have been following me, this has been my as one of my core teachings that I've been bringing up in a different ways, in different places, different places in our life, but always kind of down to earth in our real situations in our life, rather than our head and intellectual or religious kind of philosophy or something like that, which is good. There are people who do that and or need to do that. But personally, I feel that every spiritual wisdom tradition teaching should be alive and should make total sense in our own each individual's personal life. It should make sense, and we should be able to access those wisdoms through those unique situations in our life, and then fully benefit to transform our life, and then ultimately achieve liberation, enlightenment. This is what in the teaching in Dharma we believe, right? So so that's the context. So today's spaciousness as a door to inner refuge is always the same. That refuge means we feel that we need a protection, and we seek for protection. Of course, in our outer world, we seek for protection, security guard, the police, the law, and the insurance, and just to name it. There's so many protections that we have, but in the end of the day, I don't know countries that they use so much insurance over insurance. I'm not sure they are more protected or not. If there are countries where less, if they are protected less or not, I'm not sure about that. But in any case, that this is the human sense of seeking and needing and wanting more protection. And outside, we have built as circumstances arises, need arises. But internally, also different religious tradition. Then this notion of higher refuge, higher protection, that Buddha Dharma Sangha or Lama Yidam Dakini or Tsa Lung Tigle, or in this particular context, what I'm referring that is the inner kaya, three kayas, that when we fully realize the inner stillness, you have a protection. When we fully realize inner silence, you have a protection. When we fully realize our inner spaciousness, you have a protection. You have a protection from all the conditions and blockages when you fully awaken in that spaciousness. When you are fully awakened in that silence, you have a protection from all the noises, meaningless chattering, like many situations in social media and today's news. You are protected. When you're still, not driven by impulses of fear or greediness. You are more being still, not activated by fear and greed. You are more protected. So the protections are like the inner refuge. And it's a truly powerful concept, meaning, realization, experiences that one can have, that we all witness that. So I think, so that's what it is. And so just to make it a little bit more also in a simpler sense of what does this mean in individual cases. Also always is important to think about what it means to us, or what it means to you, right? So let's look at that a little bit, what it means to you now, today, these days, these days and weeks and months, a year. So if you look at that, every disease, as a Tibetan tradition, where they say, when talk about health, every disease is connected to ignorance and three root poisons: anger, attachment, and ignorance, right? So anger, ignorance, anger, attachment. The three root poisons are source of all the disease, causes of all the disease. So think about that. We don't want to think too detailed, but think about whatever your health issues that you are facing, whatever health issues they're facing this moment, it is connected with the three root poisons. It is connected with your pain identity. And it is because of distress, a lot of stress, a lot of tensions, it's causing it. No question about that. Destructive emotions, active destruction, non-stop emotions, they're going to cause it. They're not going to, it's not like you have these destructive, negative emotions very frequently, most of the time unconscious and sometimes conscious. Sometimes you're trying to overcome. Sometimes so you feel like that's who you are. You identify with those pains. Those are dangerous situations. There's no way to physically stay healthy. So just at least again for a moment feel open that yes, my issue of this health, it is connected with my destructive negative emotions. Okay, so just be open to that. And particularly those emotions are causing because of lack of openness. So the idea of spaciousness, we think about spaciousness, right? Everybody understands what that means. Spaciousness, being more spacious, being more open. Just to make a distinction between spaciness and spaciousness, spaciness is when you don't have a focus, when you don't have a clarity in your awareness, then that's a spaciness. You're doing something, you're forgetting the details. You're going somewhere, you don't know what you went for. You're going to the grocery, you went for milk, and you come back with bread. So that means space. That's not a spaciousness. That's a spaciness, right? Or sometimes, in life, in any situation in the life, I was talking with one parent, and they're, discussing about what it means to be responsible for, parenting and things like that. So it's interesting, that being open to your children and being careless about your children, it's two different things. It looks like a similar, I'm open, they can do whatever they wanted to do. I'm open to it. That's a different than being careless. They can do whatever they do, I don't care. They can do whatever they want to do, but I do care. So basically what I'm saying here is the sense of spaciousness It is so much linked with openness, and every disease in our body, every causes of arising of afflicted destructive emotion, is lack of openness. Okay, just let's go directly jump into our own particular situations. Think about it in your own life. Think about your health. Or let's say heart problem, cardio problem. Think about why it's cardio problem, because maybe, as they say, scientifically, they say a loneliness is a risk factor of cardiovascular disease. Anger is a risk factor of cardiovascular disease. So do you have an issue of anger? Do you have an issue of loneliness? And anger and loneliness both directly causing the heart problem. And so there's no question about it, but how does this anger and loneliness is so much present in your life? Because only if you are not open in certain degree in that relationship there. You're not spacious enough. You're not open enough. You're not open enough to meet new people. Or maybe you don't like to meet people, you have not met nice people. Well, that's a different story. You haven't not met a nice people. You haven't met a people who took advantage of you. Absolutely, that the wounds are there. But you have to trust not everybody's like that. There are more better people out there than only what you have met. And even those you have met, they change. They're no longer the same. They're different. Maybe they have grown, they have transformed. They're wonderful people, beings to know again. People change. Wounds remains. When you open, you will change. Doesn't matter what happened. People change. So some sense of a lack of, what I'm trying to say is lack of openness is causing loneliness. Lack of spaciousness is causing loneliness. So, I feel same. Then I think, I definitely think that we should all seek for good friendship. Not so many friends, but have a wonderful group of friends. If you don't have, go out and find one. That means you have to be open to go out. You have to open to look for. You have to be open to reach out. You have to be open to talk. You have to open to meet again. You have to open to do something together. You have to open to their whatever the personality they have, rather than immediately coming out of distrust, judgment, and negative labels. Just try to be open. You're just trying to say, I'm curious to find out about this person. It seems a nice person. And some people you turn out to be a very dear friend. You can trust. You can have a lifetime friendship. Others might not. But not everybody has to have, you don't have to have same kind of friendship, depth of friendship with everybody, But you have plenty of friends. Or if you think about every pain that you have, it's also a lack of openness, lack of spaciousness. Think about every pain. Think about the pain that you have this very moment. So I'm going to try to talk to a very specific, directly right our situation in our life, related to the idea of spaciousness in a refuge, relate to the true meaning of the Dharma. Not textual meaning, philosophical meaning, not doctrinal stages or categories, subcategories. They're good. That people should study them. There's people do study them, but they're not for everybody. And we're not going to do it anyway. And I don't know how much benefit is also. But if these deep, core, essential teachings if we were able to understand in our own way and bring it in our own life and able to change these negative afflictions, these ego, pain identities, selves, if we are able to make some shift and change there, and you can see the outcome of result that you are feel much healthier, or you feel much adaptable, you feel much more, you see much more, or you can see you can engage so many things in your life, you feel your less limitations, you can able to tap into potentiality and possibility in life, opportunities in life, that it's affecting our life. So look at your current pain, okay? So whatever that is, I'm letting you to come forward and trust this moment here, and rather than looking anywhere at anyone, look in yourself, saying, what is my pain today? I'm challenging a fear of coronavirus. I am facing fear of my job. I am facing fear of a stock market. I am facing fear of my health. I'm facing fear of someone leaving me, or I'm losing someone in life. I don't know. Or even maybe even not what's happening in your life, but the blindness of able to see what is in your life. Hold the gifts. You're alive. You can see. And you not only value and ability to see with your eyes how powerful, how beautiful, how precious it is. Only if you know somebody's been blind for lifetime, and then finally they discover how it can open, and they're finally able to see the light. Imagine the joy, enthusiasm, gratefulness in that person, which we already have. What we don't have, recognition. What we don't have, we are numb. We don't recognize. I can hear, I can see, I can smell, I can walk, I can sit upward. A student of mine, one day, she was very sick, and she called me. She sounds very happy, excited. And I said, what's going on? It seems like, she said, oh, I'm so happy today. I'm able to stand up and make a cup of coffee for myself. And it made me think, wow, that's true, that's very true. We should all remember, we're in the morning when you're able to get up and you go out, do whatever you wanted to do. That's not normal. Not everybody can do that. But one day you will not able to do that also. So what I'm saying is the blindness of not able to see is also lack of openness. I'm not open enough to see the gifts of my life, blessings in my life. I'm not open. I'm not spacious enough to recognize the joy, the beauty, the gifts, blessings in my life. Recognizing it, then you begin to change your life. What you have make more sense. What you have gives you more joy, meaning. So every pain what you have right now, in short, every pain that you have right now, it is a simply lack of openness. Yeah, so that's it. You just really need to focus right to those words and figure out more, what does that mean to you personally? Where I can be more open in this situation and this deep pain that I'm facing these days. I have to be more open to my child. I have to be open to my wife. I have to be open to my community more. I have to be open to people I work with. So I have to be open to people who are even attacking me, judging me. You know, people say something like this: "Oh, how dare is possible? My sister can say that to me. My brother can say that to me. My parents can say that to me. My husband, wife can say that to me." You see, well, how is possible? They can say that to me. It hurts me. Well, how is possible? It's possible. That's what they did. So what is necessary here? And you need to be open. Of course, they can say that to me. It's okay to be judged. We all judge each other. I judge them, even though I don't want to, but it's okay to be judged. It's okay to say that what they said. The moment if you keep saying it's okay, it's okay, it's okay what they said, and you every time you verbally you said that, every time you're trying to feel that, there are so many things that you take personally, and they did not mean at all what you're perceiving it. It will totally transform right away. It will mean nothing. Even it will mean humorous. It will mean playful. It means it's a joke. It's something that you can laugh about. It's something that you can smile about, not feel pain about. A degree of your openness to them. Hurt is only when you allow something to hurt, not around so much about the consequence of what happens. What you see, what happens collectively as a social collective opinion about something, or individually, how you have influenced by that collective opinion, it means to you, it changes. If there's always enlightened beings around you, you see with total openness, there's nothing can hurt you. Anyway, let's not go into that. So let's think about going back to this idea of your own pain. It is a lack of openness, what that means to you now. Okay, so let's focus on that second part. First one was health. Your sickness has lack of openness. So recognize, trace them back, see where it is connected. Your pain, emotional pain, is also directly connected to lack of openness and lack of spaciousness. Trace that back and see how it's connected. Conflict. Your conflict with someone. Think about it. Who you have a problem with? Who do you have a problem with now, these days, these weeks? Is it a children? Is it a couple, parent, uncle, aunts, neighbors, colleagues? What is the conflict? What do you disagree? So if you look at it closely, you can see the conflict arises because your lack of openness to discuss, to see from different angles, different point of view, to see different possibility, what you can do, what can happen. It's just a lack of openness creates more conflict in any relationship. So health, destructive emotions, individual, small has a conflict between people in a larger group. Everything is caused by this sense of, that is the reason why every religion or every even common saying, people say, let go. We all know that. Everybody advises to everyone this one single word saying, let go. Right? How many times you have said to your friends, let go of something? I am sure, I don't know anybody have not said that word to your friends and family, and when they are in pain and they are in trouble, I'm sure that everybody, no matter what religion background you are, or you believe, or even if you say you don't believe in anything, I am sure you have used this word saying, hi, my friend, my dear, my parents, whatever, let go of it now. It's a time to let go. Right? We all say that. And absolutely, we should say that. And we should understand what it really means. And what it should really mean from Dharma point of view, from spiritual point of view. It means, it doesn't mean, I mean, probably when we say that, probably people think it means that, oh, you know, forget about him, forget about her, or forget about that event, forget about what happened. That it sounds like that. That's what it's saying. But it's not only saying that. Probably it is saying that also. But it's really what, from Dharma point of view, what it means the one which is identifying with that story, one which is being blocked by that story, one which is being hurt by that story. That identity is in you. It's not you, but it's in you, and you're identifying with it. Let that identity go, that pain identity go. That's what we are saying. We don't know what we are saying, but that is supposed to be what we're saying. If we are conscious enough, if we are awake enough, if we are in enough knowledge of in wisdom, that's what we meant. That's what we say. We are saying, and that's what we should be saying. And if that happens, if we're able to let go of that identity, then the circumstance really doesn't matter. I mean, it's interesting, you know, when I look around in my life, people, my wife, or, you know, or my friends or close friends or students, or I can see, including myself, I can see how much different people take the idea of taking personal. How much you take something personal. News happening, immediately you think it's about you. Social media discussion happening, immediately you think it's about you. Three friends are talking in your presence, and you think they're talking about you. Or somebody says something to you, making comment about weather or food or whatever, and immediately you think, oh, it's talking about me. So silly. Probably 99%, nobody's saying anything about you. If they're saying anything, they're saying something about themselves. But maybe sometimes they can say, hey, you. When if they say like that, then of course it sounds like that's clearly they're saying about you, right? You cannot say, oh no, hey you, no, you're not talking about me, right? No, they seem they are talking about you. So, but most of the time, the whole idea of is taking personal, because personality is not open. If it's so open, nobody can say anything about you, because there's no you, or there's less you. So I mean, what I'm trying to say here is just think about this. Sometime when you look at other people, you think, oh, you know, why my dad take it so personal? Why my mom takes so personal? Why my wife take it so personal? Why my brother is taking so personal? Of course, we know how often we say that, how often we see that, how often we feel that. Turn around that lens and look at yourself. How often I do take personal. And then you will realize all the places where you take personal, they're not really saying. And then so many people stay in that dilemma, that illusion, that confusion, and that interaction, feeling hurt, continuously being hurt, and trying to respond from that point of a hurt to someone because they hurt you. They did not hurt you. They were just crazy. Maybe they're less aware of their speeches, but they're not saying about you. Recognizing that and recognizing who's been hurt and being open to that pain identity. And when you clear that pain identity, then you see your potentiality. So that's what it is. So anyway, health, destructive emotion, conflict, these three things we are talking. So you can say something like, oh, I can open more. Okay, let's say this way. So think about this. Say this, I can open more. In this situation, I wanted to be more open in my life. I wanted to be more open in my life. I wanted to be more open in my life. I wanted to be more open to my parents. I wanted to be more open to my children. I wanted to be more open to my partners. I wanted to open to my friends. I wanted to be open to more difficult situations. I wanted to be open to more challenging situations where I see where places that I'm ready to give it up. I'm too old. I don't want it to do. I'm too old. I don't want to see. I don't want to initiate. I'm too old. I don't want to smile. I'm too old. I don't want to laugh. I'm too old. I don't want to walk. I'm too old. And at some point, I'm too old. I don't want to breathe. And yes, that's exactly what happens. Then I'm too old. Now, only thing is to die. People die. The fire is not there. The longevity fire is not there. Inspirational will is not there. Inspiring will is not there. So not like that. You recognize that. So I wanted to be more open. So this is the mantra. I wanted to be more open. I can learn more. I can open more. I can change more. I can grow more. I can expand more. By recognizing your limitation of lack of openness and hearing your voice of strength saying, I can open more in so many different situations in your life. That's what you need to do. The other day I saw two older people and with their two old phones, smartphone, but they're still smartphone, but the very old version smartphone. And they're in a cafe sitting, and they were really having so much. I say it's like two kids gathering together and trying to take selfie photos and trying to share about the different apps. I thought it was fantastic. It's not that we need smartphone, or it's not that you feel the need of it, but it's the openness toward the new world. World is changing so fast, and we are stuck. We are not able to change. We are blocked. We are stuck. We are limited. We close our eye. We are blind. We don't open our heart. We don't open our mind. We don't expand our consciousness. We don't see our potentiality. We don't act on opportunity arises. And we see everybody else taking opportunity. Everybody's benefiting because, they're having more job, their projects, more money, more comfort, more some sense of happiness, whatever people you see around, but you don't. That is clearly lack of openness. So it was such a joy to see people older people engage on a smartphone. Well, I met one time someone on the airport, and I use a lot, this right now we are using the technology. all the Zoom and things, we've been using that not only during pandemic, we have been using that over the last 15, 20 years. It was much more complicated at the time, but we were still using them. So of course, we wanted to use the technology, but we definitely don't want it to be used by technology. So limit, your own limit is important. Talking about having time or not, I feel I have so much time. I have time for my family. I have time to doing my creativity work. I have time for my hiking. And people might think I'm so busy or something. I'm not. I mean, right now I'm doing Facebook Live, but I don't feel, I'm so busy, you know. I don't feel like that. I mean, this is what has been scheduled. This is what we have discussed. This is what I'm supposed to do. Then this is what I'm doing. Then this is what it is. This is right after this. I have a whole day free. Able to have you take your own time and space. Important things, what matters, like a family, friends, and engaging things that what you love to do. So anyway, let's make it simple. Whole idea of I can do. I wanted to be more open. I wanted to learn more. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to reach out. Say those things. And hear that you're not saying those things. Hear that you have not been saying those things for years now. That's why you're kind of shrinking down, paralyzing more, less happy, more depressed. Just say, I'm willing to change. I'm open to change. If you're more open, you feel more freedom. If you're more open, you will be more aware. If you're more open, you will be more creative. If you're more open, you will grow more. If you are more open, you will connect more. If you're more open, you'll have more intimate connections, relationship with other people. If you're more open, you can see more, you can feel more, you can do more, you can gain more, you can realize more. And all is coming down to simply this willing to open. And never, I said sometimes, no matter what it is, who it is, worst enemy, you say, I'm willing to open to my worst enemy. I'm willing to connect with my worst enemy. I'm willing to forgive to my worst enemy. I'm willing to love to my worst enemy. I'm willing to have a compassion to my worst enemy. I'm willing to. Am I not able to now, right now? But it's different. I'm willing to. Do you have that? Or do you think officially this person is out of my life? I will never ever open or talk to this person. I hate this person. Or do you say that? If you say that, you have to be open to hear that you're saying that. When you hear that, you're saying that, more chances to change. If you don't hear you're saying it, and if you don't see that you have different options to change, you have strength to open up and let go of that idea, and willing to open and willing to reconnect, willing to change, willing to have compassion. We know that, when you love someone, your children, parents and children relationship, there's always different thing happens, right? Sometimes challenging relationship. But how is possible that you give up love? There is no way you can give up love. But then there are people who just cannot. They don't know the way they are. They hate each other. They don't want to talk to each other. And then they don't realize they can talk with each other. They don't realize they can reconnect. They just have to be enough saying, I'm open to it. You don't have to act right away. I'm open to it. Just this sense of I'm open to reconnect. Okay? So let's do a short meditation. And exactly on the topic what we have been discussing here. So please just take a few deep breathings. And as you exhale, breathe out from your chest, back, and then and exhalation, breathe out from your belly. And just trying to rest in that space and breathe deep in again and just clear discomfort efforts in your body, in your breath, in your mind. Bring your attention to this place, this moment. And gradually bring your full attention, awareness in your life, particularly three things that we talked. Either is a health, it's a destructive emotion, or conflict. Just focus on one, even though you might have all of them, but focus on one, which is the most intense, that it really interferes your life this moment. It interferes, it takes your smile away, your joy from your heart, your warmth from your heart, your connection with others, your good night's sleep, your creative energy. It takes away everything. So what is that? Is it this health? It is this destructive emotion? Or is this conflict that you're feeling? Whatever it is, pick one. Either is a health-related fear, destructive emotion, or conflict. Pick one, which is specifically your own personal situations. So it will help you right today, right way, to clear it, to find new space, new spaciousness, so you can find new light, so you can find new warmth. So draw close attention to that. And realize that you can be more open. If it's related to the health, you can be more open to be more aware of your body, what body can do in terms of movement, exercise, diet, medicine, new therapy, whatever. There is a space for openness. If it is a negative emotion, you realize I'm feeling a lot of anger. Yeah, I can let go of anger. I wanted to be open enough to let go of anger. I wanted to open to see if there's a connection. I'm open to see, to reconnect. I wanted to open to respect each other. I wanted to open to love each other. I wanted to open to care about each other. Conflict, disagreement. I wanted to let go of. I don't want to be the winner. I don't need to be the winner. I don't want to be. I don't want to. I don't want to feel the need to be agreed with me. It's okay to not agree with me. It's okay to go against my against my ideas. It's our project, it's your project, it's my project, whatever it is. I'm okay, I'm open. That doesn't have to be my way. It can be our way. It doesn't have to be only our way. It can be your way. I'm open to it. I don't know for sure what is the best. I'm open to it. I will trust the universe, the refuge. I will trust the collective wisdom. I'm willing to let go of my individual pains, need. I'm open. What matters is to feel peace in life, feel able to connect and love to others, able to see others. So see in your own situation, lack of openness. They can be, you can open more, but you can see it's difficult to open more. You don't believe, or you have a hard time. You can change, but you have difficult to believe, difficult to think that way, feel that way. But tell yourself, I wanted to open more. I wanted to change more. I wanted to grow more. I wanted to be awake more. And these little stories does not matter. And I hope they help me to open more. The story itself doesn't matter so much. If you are open enough, if you're expanded enough, if you're aware enough, all these conflicts have no place. It doesn't matter at all. It's a little important. But am I open to see that way, feel that way? So tell yourself, I can open more, I can learn more, I can change more, I can grow more, I can engage more, I can be more creative, I wanted to see more. And see the space, infinite space to do that. Now, gradually look, when we're saying that, gradually look back, but there's somewhere deep inside you, still somebody saying, yes, but no, it's impossible. It sounds good, but not possible. It's only good during meditation. I don't think I will ever change. I don't think I will ever get better. If these voices, listen to these voices, hear these voices, pain speech, pain thought, pain emotion, see them, feel them. In the end, that's the most beautiful thing you can do, hearing it, feeling it, your own voice of pain, feeling the pain, connecting with them. Then give this deep sense of spacious, luminous, warm hug to that whatever pain identity that you have realized this particular moment now. Just connect with that. Spacious, luminous, warm hug. Rest there and let it melt, dissolve into this vast space, and then feel that space, feel that spaciousness, connect with that spaciousness. That's your inner refuge. From there, you will see all the creativity, fire, manifestations you can manifest from that place, nirmanakaya. Okay. Can we play the Salve mantra? Okay. So I hope that meditation was helpful. How was the meditation? So any feedback, personal feedback, how meditation worked, did not work, helpful feedback is always welcome. Particularly when we rest our body, speech, mind, when we contemplate in our life, when we look at our health, our emotions, our conflict, and these three areas, when you look at one specific one, do you see, one single question, do you see you can be more open? Okay. Yes or no? A simple answer. Okay? Do you see you can be more open? And if you're able to say, yes, I see I can be more open, then that means you are seeing that you are also close. Can you see that? You are close. You have been close. Can you see how long you have been close? Can you see that it's possible that if you are not able to bring awareness in your life, you might stay close forever? At least this life, big part of your life, this is how you're going to continue. You will not change. do you see it will prevent the possibility of changes, better changes in life? So this sense of when we recognizing this and then saying that I wanted to be more open, I wanted to expand my consciousness, I wanted to expand my awareness, I wanted to overcome this conflict. I can, I'm open to. So that's very important to recognize. So in some sense, the refuge is when one fully realizes that inner openness through specific blockages of our life, which basically, which is the door to that greater openness. When you see that greater openness in yourself, unbounded space in yourself, that is your inner refuge. That unbounded openness, that unbounded awareness will protect you. This closeness will destroy you, will affect you. And some people say, I'm not close, I'm not close. What do you mean I'm close, So they're not even willing to look at that. They are not able to open enough to acknowledge their closeness. They're not. People say, I'm not angry. What do you mean I'm angry? They will, with a big voice of anger, they can fight with you and tell you they're not angry. They don't realize. They can make a lot of noise and big noise and tell you to be quiet. They don't realize. So we always do things the opposite and expect opposite from others and not realize. So this is our life, how we do it. So more we recognize, the more possible to change. So may I recognize, may I realize more. I wanted to be more open. I wanted to be more open. So I wanted to be more open to all of you. So please be open to each other and try to connect more. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.